Assalamualaikum and welcome to the Desi Power Hub podcast. Today we're going to be talking about how to get up early and tackling your day with intention because they're synonymous. If you don't have intention, you won't, you're most likely not going to be waking up early for no reason whatsoever, right? And if you have the all the intentions in the world, like today I'm going to conquer the world, but if you don't even get up in the morning, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna end well because you're not gonna be able to do stuff you had thought you would be able to. You won't have enough time, and you'll just kind of lose the motivation before it even started, right? So I believe like I've had a lot of issues waking up early because I just couldn't for the life of me, and as a Muslim, Fajr is a really important thing, and I know a lot of us struggle with Fajr, and so I'm here to say that I think I finally cracked the code on how to do that. Um, so let's start with the spiritual aspect of waking up early. The first of this is that you need to have a niyyah, right? You need to have the intention to wake up early because if you don't, you won't really feel motivated to do it. For example, if you have a flight to catch or if you have a meeting to get to, a really important meeting, right? You're gonna get up early. It doesn't matter whether you want to or you don't, or whether you slept at like 2 a.m. in the morning and you need to get up at 6 a.m. You will, right? So you need to have the niyyah that waking up for Fajr to meet like my creator is just as important, right? And the second thing is that it kind of links with the first thing, is that you don't see Fajr as something as important as you should be seeing it. You think that maybe I can just, I can get up and pray whenever. It's okay since I was sleeping, but you know what they say, that if you don't sleep on time, you're practically committing the sin of missing Fajr right then and there. You don't even have to wait till the morning, because if you're not well rested, you won't be able to get up, right? And the last aspect is maybe Allah Ta'ala doesn't want you to wake up, God forbid. Like, so the most likely scenario for that would be just to ask for forgiveness, ask to pray to Allah Ta'ala that I want to wake up for Fajr, please help me wake up for Fajr, so that the next day when you sleep with that niyyah, right, and you have a motivation to wake up early and you sleep on time, I can guarantee that you will wake up for Fajr, inshallah. So let's also move on to the dunya aspect of it. I kind of feel like I had to wake up early, not just for Fajr, but because it felt like every single day I was starting my day rushed. I didn't have time for just myself, or to play with my cat, prepare my breakfast or lunch, or get ready. I would always be rushing. I would always be so anxious on my way to university because I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm late again, and this would keep on happening. And you know what changed that? Like, if I had to get to university at 9 or even 8:30, if I got up at 6, and this is gonna keep on going a little bit earlier as Fajr starts getting a little earlier, but if I get up at 6, I have an entire hour for myself to just relax, to pray, to read some Quran, to just give myself for self-improvement, or I could call my family during that time. And I just have that 1 hour where I can relax and start the day on like a slow, peaceful pace, right? And from 7 to 8, I can get ready, I can play with my cat, eat, prepare my breakfast, prepare my lunch, and I have that buffer now. Instead, if I woke up at like 8:30 and then I have to reach university at 9, which everyone knows is not happening, because you just can't do everything in such a short time. and in the end it takes you less time overall, yes, but it's gonna leave you a lot more stressed, right? So that's the second aspect, the dunya aspect, which is you start your day on a positive note. You start it slowly with intention, and you're gonna feel like you're in control of your day. And the second, side benefit of this is that when you start your day on the right foot, when you start by getting up early, getting up at your own pace, you don't like end up scrolling Instagram or whatever, and you arrive on work, university, whatever, on time, you can plan what you want to do for that day. You don't just have like 10 things to do and you end up not being able to do any of them because you came at like 2 p.m, right? So that's another aspect. The second aspect that can help you wake up earlier in terms of dunya tips, I guess, is making it enjoyable. Like when you get up in the morning, don't try to become like a superhero or whatever and get the hardest things out, right? Don't try to do everything at once, because that for sure is gonna make you sick of your mornings. You're gonna avoid them like a plague. The only reason I like my mornings is because I feel productive and I feel relaxed and I feel at peace. If I didn't feel that way, I sure as well wouldn't want to get up in the morning, because who wants to get up in the morning? Everybody wants to sleep. The second factor is avoid using technology at night, or maybe having a blue light filter on. So I have like this bedtime mode on, so as soon as it the clock strikes 9 p.m, it kind of turns on that blue light filter automatically. So there's a lot of features like that you can take advantage of. And getting to bed on time so that you have at least 7 hours of sleep minimum. You shouldn't go lower than that. You can't say I know my body, because research kind of shows that 7 to 8 hours are compulsory. So getting to bed on time, I know that's the worst possible advice you can give to someone who's already struggling with that, but a tip that I came up with, so it's a two-sided tip, right? You make your mornings enjoyable, keeping that buffer time, and you also add like some sort of positive feelings to your nighttime routine. So for me, getting to bed earlier, so that means getting dinner earlier, getting my Isha in, and then also taking time out to relax. So what I do is that I say, okay, if I need to be sleeping by 10 p.m, and I sleep quickly. So if you don't sleep instantly, you might want to add a little bit of a buffer time. If I want to get to bed at 10 p.m, I can, brush my teeth, eat my dinner, pray my Isha, and get into bed at 9. And so the time I have 9 to 10 is like me time. I can use the time to, watch YouTube, read some book, or video call family, do whatever, right? I know it kind of goes against the blue light filter thing, but it kind of worked for me because it's a time that I'm now excited. I'm now waiting for that time. So just I can relax and I can enjoy myself without feeling guilty that I should be working or whatever. And I guess that's basically the main part, right? You turn your morning routines and evening or night routines into something you look forward to. It shouldn't be something you feel suffocated by. It's not like a list of things you need to get done, because that's just gonna make you avoid it. And we're here to make things be more consistent over trying to do as much as possible for a week and then never doing it at all, right? And because if you're sleeping at 2 a.m, for example, and you're waking up at 11, you can't just drastically start getting into bed at 9 p.m. That's not how it works. So if you want to get into bed an hour earlier, try to if you want to get to bed at 9 p.m, try to move back by 30 minutes every single week. or even 10 minutes every single day, right? You don't want to go faster than that because you might just upset the whole balance. You need to be slow but consistent at the same time. That's the most important thing. And so hopefully after all of this you will be able to like get up earlier, because this has really helped me. Adding the buffer, seeing what the benefits are, trying to add positive emotions to both the morning and night routine, and also strengthening my niyyah, right? My intention of why I'm doing this. A few days ago this happened, that I got up in the morning, I didn't have my phone around, so I read a book or something, and then I instantly dozed off. And I know I should have been up at that time. I woke up late and everything, and I know most people are like, don't instantly get on your phone, but that was a little bit of a motivation for me to get up and get awake, maybe burn my eyes open with the blue light and whatnot. But after half an hour of praying and Quran and everything, I video call my family, so that way I will be less likely to go back to sleep again, because I'm already fresh, I'm already talking to people, right? So you have to find out what works for you, but just experiment with it and be nice to yourself. You can't just expect yourself to make changes when you're not understanding of yourself at all. So that's about it. I hope this was beneficial to you, and I'm sorry that it's a bit scattered, but I feel like consistency is a lot more better than just randomly going at it and never coming back again. So that's what I found helpful for my morning routine. Do share if you have something that you found helpful. And that's about it. Have a good day. Assalamu alaikum.